All right, so this is my um 2023-2024 NBA record prediction reaction. So reacting to my original record predictions from the beginning of the season, I'm pretty sure I got a lot of stuff wrong. But yeah, let's just get started into it. So for the 15th seed in the East, I had the Charlotte Hornets at 26 and 56. They were 21 and 61, so 5 games off, but they're actually 2 seeds better. So one thing I did notice in here is that I had a lot of team, I had a lot of the league more jumbled up. I didn't have teams have like such low amount of wins. I didn't have a lot of teams with a lot of high amount of wins. So that is definitely going to be a common theme among this is where, I have them having a lot more wins, but they're still a lower seed, or I have them having a lot less wins, but they're still a higher seed, just because I, had a lot of things, jumbled up closer together than I thought, or than what actually happened. Yeah, number 14 seed, I had the Pistons winning 28 games. They won 14 games, so very very much off there. I don't really know where I went wrong. I think it's just because I thought they would actually gel together because they have the talent on the roster to be a 28 win team. It's not even really saying a whole lot. That's still a pretty bad team, but they just ended up being really, really poor basically all season long. And then they sold their team away and actually somehow got better after it. So, yeah, they just were very, very bad. I kind of whipped on this one pretty badly. 13, I had the Wizards winning 32 games. They only won 15 games. So, again, very, very off here. I thought Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma would be enough to get you guys a decent amount of wins. But even looking at this now, 13 wins, and my prediction only gave them the number 13 seed at 32 wins. And you see the Brooklyn Nets in real life were 32 wins, and they got the 11 seed. So, my record did not correlate really with their seeding at all. I didn't really think about that a whole lot making this video, I guess. But yeah, I was very, very much wrong about this one. Number 12 is going to be the Orlando Magic. I had down here at 33 and 49. They actually went 47 and 35. They were the 5 seed. I had them at the 12 seed. So I was very, very wrong about this one. 14 games off for the Orlando Magic and 7 seeds off. So, yeah, I had them being kind of on the cusp of potentially making a push for that play-in, but I didn't think they were going to be as good as they were. I thought, they would be pretty decent. Um, and then maybe like next year they would have kind of the jump they had this season. But they definitely surprised me a lot on the defensive side of the ball. They're one of the better defensive teams in the entire league, which is really where they're getting all their extra wins from. Number 11, I had the Chicago Bulls at 34 and 48. They went 39 and 43. I had an 11 seed at the 9 seed, so I wasn't really too far off. Only 5 games away, only 2 seeds away. So I guess really here, I didn't expect Kobe White to have the jump that he did. I guess is the only real thing that makes that much of a difference here. Is that Kobe White's been playing a lot better, which could lead to 5 more wins. Number 10, I had the Nets at 37 and 45. Uh, at the 10 seed, they're actually 32 and 50 at the 11 seed. So again, only 5 games off here. I did expect Ben Simmons to actually play basketball this season and be a semi-decent player, which easily could have given him 5 extra wins. But that just didn't happen. He just decided, nah, I'm still just not gonna play basketball. Basically, and when he was playing, he wasn't really that good. So it's kind of disappointing there. Number 9 seed, I had the Atlanta Hawks at 41 and 41. They went 36 and 46. They got the 10 seed, so I wasn't too far off. Only 5 games away. Maybe if they were healthy all season, maybe they could have gone up to 41 wins. But I'm really not too far off. I was only 1 seed off, so that was pretty close there. The 8 seed had the Raptors winning 41 games. They only won 25 games, 25 and 57. Ended up as a 12 seed, so very big whiff on this. One reason is because I didn't think they were going to trade Pascal Siakam, so that definitely led to less wins. And they had some injury issues with Scotty Barnes as well. So that's obviously does not help. But ultimately they still were not as good with Pascal Siakam at the beginning of the season that I thought they were going to be. Number 7 is going to be the Indiana Pacers. I had at 42 and 40. They went 47 and 35 and got the 6th seed. So I was kind of close, only 1 seed off, 5 wins away. Those 5 wins came from Tyrese Halliburton being a lot better than I thought it would be, probably, and the addition of Pascal Siakam definitely helps him out quite a bit there. Six, I see it. I had the Miami Heat at 44 and 38. They actually were 46 and 36 and got the eight seed. So again, I thought 44 wins would be good enough for the six seed in the East. When turns out 44 wins, right now would actually put them, at the nine seed. So I don't really know what I was thinking here, but I was only two games away, so it's not really too far off from where they actually ended up. So yeah. Number five seed, I had the New York Knicks at 45 and 37. They went 50 and 32 and got the two seed. So definitely, a few seeds better than I thought they would be. Five extra wins in this case is quite a bit, going from 45 to 50. That's a pretty big jump there, and that comes from the addition of OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic being really, really important for this team. Yeah, it's really where those extra five wins are probably coming from. Number four, I had the 76ers at 48 and 34. They went 47 and 35. So there's only one win away, but apparently I was three seeds away. So again, my seeding don't really line up very well. But, in all reality, they're only like one or two games away from being the number four seed. They're only one game back from being the number four seed. So if they were 48 and 34, the Cavs are 48 and 34 as a four seed. So that wasn't really too far off on that estimation there. The three seed, I had the Boston Celtics, so I'm very upset about myself on this one. I don't really know what I was thinking making this video. For some reason, I thought the Celtics were going to have an underwhelming regular season and then do really good in the playoffs. But they had an amazing, amazing regular season, winning 64 games, and now they're probably going to disappoint us in the playoffs. But 64 wins in the regular season is quite a bit, and I was very, very off on them. The two seed I had the Cavaliers at 51 and 31. There was only three games off there, only two seeds away. If they would have had been healthy all season, they had a lot of injury issues for a big portion of time. That easily could have got them those three extra wins, which would put them up at the two seed. In the one seed, I had the Bucks at 52 and 30. They went 49 and 33, so only two seeds away, three games away there. Not really too upset about that one. Um, didn't expect Doc Rivers to take over and absolutely fumble as a coach. Going to the Western Conference, I had the Houston Rockets as a 15 seed at 27 and 55. So I don't really know what I was thinking here either, because 27 wins is quite a bit to be the worst team in your conference. But again, I had so many teams. I don't think I had any team under 25 wins, which is makes zero sense when you think about it, because there's plenty, like five or six teams that had like under 25 wins this season, and I predicted zero. So again, I don't really know what I was thinking here. I just figured that things would be a lot more jumbled up together. But even then, I was 14 games off for the Houston Rockets. They went 41 and 41. We're the 11 seed. I had them as the last seed in the conference, so very, very off about that. I did not think you know, they were going to really work well together. But their coach, I think Ime Udoka, right, has been really, really good in helping them mesh and progress how they have been. Number 14 is the Portland Trailblazers. They had a 30 and 52. Um, they're 21 and 61 as the 15 seed, so I was only one seed off, but nine games off. That could have come from Scoot Henderson playing all season, or Malcolm Brogdon playing for a lot of the season, or Robert Williams playing for a lot of the season. So they just had a lot of injury issues that very easily could have been a nine-game difference. Number 13, I had the San Antonio Spurs at 31 and 51. They only went 22 and 16 with a 14 seed. So here, I think I expected more out of their supporting cast around Victor Wembanyama than we got. So that's it there. Their supporting cast was pretty underwhelming. I thought Keldon Johnson was going to be really good. Close to maybe a all-star type level. Not necessarily be an all-star, but kind of be in the realm of that. But he was certainly not even close to being that. Number 12, I had the Utah Jazz at 35 and 47. They went 31 and 51 and were the 12th seed. So I got the seed right. Only four games off, not too bad. They did have some injury issues as well that very well could have made a four-game difference up. Number 11 is going to be the Pelicans. I had a 38 and 44. They actually went 49 and 33, and with a seven seed, so 11 games off, four seeds off. Pretty bad miss there for me. I think Brandon Ingram played a lot better than I thought he was going to do, and Zion played a lot more games than I thought he would. So that definitely helps. make a big difference there. Number 10, I had the Timberwolves at 42 and 40. They went 56 and 26 and were the 3 seed. So I believe they went 42 and 40 last year. And my thought process is that they were coming in with practically the same team. So I was going to give them practically the same record. But they just made a lot of improvements internally. And their coach, I think, made a change that definitely helped out their defense be completely transformed this season as compared to last season. Number 9, the Mavs I had at 43 and 39. They actually went 50 and 32 and were the number 5 seed. So 7 games off could likely come from PJ Washington slash Daniel Gafford. They definitely helped quite a bit. Also, I didn't know Derek Lively was going to be as good as he was, so that definitely makes a big difference there as well. So pretty bad miss there for me. Number 8 is the Memphis Grizzlies. I had it 45 and 37. They went 27 and 55 and with a 13 seed. So very bad prediction here, but honestly, you can chalk it all up to being John Morant's injury. I knew he was going to miss the first 25 games, which is why I had him only at 45 wins. But then he only came back to play just 9 games. So I thought he was going to still play around 50 to 60 games, whatever that is, around 50 games this season, which very easily could have made him win close to 18 more games. He also had plenty of other injury issues as well. So, oh, shoot. Right. Yeah. But their injury issues definitely made an 18-game difference, I think. Number 7 is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Had a 46 and 36. They went 57 and 25. So pretty big miss here. I didn't think Chet was going to be as good as he was. Also didn't think Jalen Williams was going to be as good as he is. He's made a big improvement from year 1 to year 2. They've just been really, really good all season long. One of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league, which is definitely not something I expected to see out of them. Number 6, I had the Warriors at 46 and 36, but I actually did go 46 and 36, but they were the 10 seed. So, the West was just a lot better, a lot more competitive and stuff, a lot better records than I thought they were going to have. I thought 46 wins would be a 6 seed, but turns out it only gives them a 10 seed. So, but then again, it's really not that far off considering the number 6 seed only has 49 of them. So it's only a 3-game difference, making up 4 seed difference here. So, not don't feel bad about this prediction at all because I had their record perfect. Number 5 is the Los Angeles Clippers. I had at 47 and 35. They actually went 51 and 31 and got the 4 seed, so only 1 seed off there. I thought they would win a few less games because I didn't think Kawhi and PG were going to play as many games as they did. I also, couldn't predict the James Harden trade, which certainly helped them probably get a few extra wins here. With the 4 seed, I had what? That's the wrong way. Hold up. Okay, the number 4 seed I had the Sacramento Kings at 47 and 35. They went 46 and 36. I was only 1 game off, but again, I was 5 seeds off with only 1 game, so that's doesn't really make a lot of sense in my brain what I was really doing here. But I was only 1 game off, so I feel pretty good about that. Just very much messed up. Um, a lot of other teams by then being a 9 seed when I had them at a 4 seed. The Lakers, again, same boat as the Kings. I was only 1 game off. I had them at 48 wins. They got 47, and I was 5 seeds off. I thought 48 wins would be a 3 seed. No, it's only an 8 seed. So 47 wins is only an 8 seed. So, only 1 game off again, but 5 seeds off because I just messed up a bunch of other teams around them pretty badly. Number 2 seed, I had the Phoenix Suns at 50 and 32. What the flip? Uh, they actually went 49 and 33. This is again same situation, kind of 1 game off, but I was 4 seeds off. But don't feel too bad about it because again, I was only 1 game off here, so I feel pretty good there. I was just having to be 4 seeds off with only 1 game. And the number 1 seed, I had the Denver Nuggets at 52 and 30. They actually went 57 and 25 and ended up being the number 2 seed. So again, I thought there would be a lot more parity in the Western Conference and not so many teams because you got 3 teams under 30 wins and you got 3 teams above 55 wins. So I thought there's going to be a little bit more parity than that, have a lot more teams closely seeded together, which is, why I have the Nuggets 5 games short of what they finished up, but still been number 1 seed. But Ultimately, I don't think I was too far off with the majority of my Western Conference predictions. Eastern Conference was a little bit worse, but then again, there's a whole bunch of injuries that I couldn't really predict. Um, Looking at the playoff standings that I had the Nuggets, Suns, Lakers, Kings, Clippers, Warriors, Thunder, Grizzlies, Mavs, and Timberwolves. So I had the Nuggets at 1 when they're actually the 2. Had the Suns at 2 when they're actually 6. The Lakers at 3 when they're actually 8. Kings at 4, they're actually 9. Clippers at 5, they're actually 4. Warriors 6, they're actually 10. 7. Sorry. So where was I? My computer died for a second, but think I was on the Thunder. So the Thunder at 7, they're actually the 1. All right, the Grizzlies at 8, they ended up missing because of injuries. The Mavs at 9, they were 5, and the Timberwolves at 10, and they were 3. So I got 9 of the 10 teams correct. The only one I missed was the Grizzlies, who missed because of injuries. So I felt pretty good about that one in the West. In the East, I had the Bucks at 1. They were actually 3. The Cavs at 2. They were actually 4. The Celtics at 3. They were actually 1. Sixers at 4. They were actually 7. Knicks at 5. They were actually 2. Heat at 6. They were actually 8. Pacers at 7. They were actually 6. Raptors at 8. They didn't make it. 9 Hawks. They were 10. And 10 Nets. They didn't make it. So I was 10. I got 8 of the 10 right in the Eastern Conference. So I feel pretty good about that one as well. I got 17 of the 20 teams correct. Not a lot of standings correct or records correct, but I got 17 of the 20 playoff teams correct, which is pretty good in my opinion. That is going to be the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check back later for an NBA playoff prediction video. And I'll also have other NFL content and stuff coming out as well.